The UN Security Council is to vote on a resolution against Donald Trump's decision about Jerusalem al-Quds. The draft resolution says any decision on the status of the city should have no legal effect. Accessed by Reuters, the draft demands that all states comply with Security Council resolutions regarding the holy city of Jerusalem and not to recognize any actions or measures contrary to those resolutions. While the resolution has the support of several countries, the U.S. is likely to veto it during the vote. However, experts argue that even if the draft is not adopted, it would further isolate Trump over the Jerusalem issue.
The unfortunate and really counterproductive message that the Trump administration's decision has communicated to the entire world, that basically there is no real possibility of a two-state solution, and that the U.S. administration has clearly sided with the aspirations and the foreign policies of the Israeli state.
If the U.S. vetoes the resolution, a vote against Trump's decision will likely be taken to the UN General Assembly, where an approval by the international community is expected. A majority of countries do not recognize Israel's claim to the whole of Jerusalem al-Quds, where several Christian, Muslim, and Jewish holy sites are located. Palestinians want the capital of an independent Palestinian state to be East Jerusalem al-Quds, which Israel captured and annexed in a 1967 war. Experts believe that Trump's move will seriously damage U.S. credibility before the international community.
The credibility of the U.S. as a neutral force in this conflict between the Palestinians and the Israeli state has been undermined for quite some time, much longer than the current Trump administration. So the vote by the UN General Assembly to reject the move by the Trump administration is a further indication of how far the U.S. Policies and U.S. public opinion is from the rest of the world.
Meanwhile, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas's Fatah faction has called for angry demonstrations next week to protest against a visit to Jerusalem al-Quds by U.S. Vice President Mike Pence. Trump's Jerusalem decision is reversing nearly 70 years of bipartisan U.S. foreign policy and placing the U.S. on the opposite side of the issue from almost all of the international community. In fact, Trump has already proven to be a rebel leader when it comes to international treaties. The Paris Climate Agreement, the TPP, and NAFTA are just few cases in point.
The U.S. And the Trump administration continues to take positions that are counter to international public opinion and really counter to the interests of the global communities. So it's quite clear to most in the world today that the major contradiction on the planet today exists really between the people of the world, global humanity, and this aggressive anti-global administration represented by the Trump administration and really most of the U.S. administration.
The ultimate result of Trump's reckless moves so far has been an incoherent position on many important issues, adopted seemingly to satisfy the president's campaign promises rather than anything else.